na, 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 na. All right, everybody. Should I change the opening song? I mean, is it time to change it to something else? I don't know. Let me know. All right. Well, hey, welcome. It's episode 38, and we're gonna have fun tonight. So let's have some fun. Mr. Sean is here. How you doing, sir?
Good evening. Doing wonderful. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Very good. We have Paul Senior. Mr.
Hi
Paul,
there.
how you doing, sir?
Doing good. Don't change the opening song.
All right, here and we have Junior.
Hi.
Good
Need
deal.
to
How's
squat
it?
down a little.
What's that?
There we go.
Good times. Good times. Oh, so
Yeah, leave that song for until 50 at least.
yeah. All right. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that. It's kind of funny because
Sorry about
that song, every time the show shows up with like a copyright thing, it's not a strike, but it just says, "Hey, there's a copyright thing." Every time I use that song, so I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I like it. But anyway, what have we been doing this week? I don't know, Mr. Corliss. What have you been doing?
Well, I did a couple things this week. I finished my frame for my art.
That's
My
fine.
and it's a floating frame. I don't know how well you can.
Oh
see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It kind of floats in there.
Let me
And
let me blow you up here. There you go.
okay, there we go. Yeah, the artwork just kind of floats in there.
Yeah, it looks good. I dig the giraffes.
Yeah, my wife has got hundreds and hundreds of giraffes. So anytime one of the kids gets her anything, it is usually giraffe oriented.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got that done. And then I don't know if you watched that video that I sent you the link on,
Yep.
but I made one of his
Oh, one of the rulers.
the ruler. It's a 150 millimeter ruler.
Yeah.
And that thing is dead on.
Wow.
And I did it in light burn and then did it on the laser, and it's dead nuts.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what that says,
one
Paul?
that's one of our videos tonight.
What's
I
it
was going to
say?
say that proves the point that your laser is literally perfect as far as
Right
sight.
on. Yeah.
Or your rulers are all off.
Every ruler is off by the same amount. That could
Yeah.
be too.
At least it's consistent, you know.
That's what happens when you buy cheap rulers.
There you go. Good
I
deal. What
found-
about
I found
Huh?
out you don't use a fabric ruler. The fabric rulers, like measuring what. Apparently, they're different. Or the one that I
Really?
grabbed it was off. Oh yeah.
They stretch a little bit, do they?
I have no clue. Maybe it shrunk in the wash. I'm not sure.
They
But it was
yeah,
it
don't
was
wash
off.
it in
An
hot
inch was
water.
yeah, no joke. Yeah, live and learn.
I think the next one of these I might make one with the millimeters on one side and imperial on the other side.
Oh, there you go.
Sweet. That'll be good. Yeah, stuff like that comes in handy all the time. So
And, you know, at that rate, I can have enough of these around to where I can't lose it.
You
it'll
will.
work.
Yeah, I will. Or what'll happen is I'll leave it on the bed of the laser and I'll cut it in half.
Good deal. Sean, what about you, buddy? What have you been working on?
That right behind me.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, the train's kind of hiding it. Let me go grab that. I know it's little, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to blow them up so we can see. This thing's huge. Wow.
That thing is amazing.
Wow.
That is just
There
beautiful.
we go. This is, I don't know how well you can hear, but this is a G scale train station. Garden Railway.
That looks
And
great.
This week. There you go.
Oh, nice.
And then you got
Wow.
your docs. It's been a fun project. I've really enjoyed this one. And I'm going to redo the windows and the doors, but this will be a kit that I will be offering eventually.
Now, are you
That's
going to
cool.
personalize? You going to personalize the city name on them?
I did.
No. I mean, when you sell them, are you going to personalize them?
Actually, yeah, I can do that. I have a couple people, even on the T-Track modules, they want to add something to the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, that turned out really good.
That's been my project this week.
Man. Makes what
Again,
I've
I
been
feel
working on
like a
look like
fight.
shit.
Dude, look behind you. That stuff's awesome.
What about you, Mr. Paul? I can't even
Junior?
talk to him. The train station got me all messed up.
So,
Mr. Hammerquist, what have you been working on?
well, I got a bunch of free acrylics, so I was like,
Ooh.
gonna have to make some more Star Wars. Star Wars, man, you guys got me saying
See,
it all
look,
wrong.
see, we got you all jacked up. Look at that.
That's
Wow,
really
that is-
something.
I love the lines.
Where the white from your screen hits it, you can really see the detail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have a flashlight handy?
I do.
I know you can't light the whole thing up, but maybe just a little spot. If it shows. Oh, it lights the whole.
Oh,
Well,
there
here.
you go.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
And that's what I was.
Oh,
So it'll get backlit as well.
oh, cool.
that's going to be
Sweet.
so cool.
Very nice.
You know, it reminds me of a Lithia thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know a couple, oh man, was it a month ago? I was talking about this black and would it work? Here's black acrylic. And you can see the light reflecting off of it. And here's this. So this is four this is 4 coats of acrylic and just 2 coats of that absolute black.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
And I mean, it just does not reflect light whatsoever.
No, it's as black as the background on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing about it is it's flaky. I don't know if it's hard to see on camera, but you just got to be careful about touching it.
Huh.
So, but it makes your acrylic paint pop.
Yeah, it does.
Sure
That's
does.
So,
Jeez. That's pretty sweet. That's good stuff. And what was the brand on that one again?
I'm not even going to try to attempt it because someone's going to say something saying
Oh, here, I'll blow you up so we can see it better.
Musuo. So,
Musou black.
Musou black. Yeah.
Musou, yeah.
And you just got that off of Amazon, right?
Yes. And it's very liquidy. It's great. I just shook it up and there was enough paint in the lid cap that you didn't have to pour it out. So I just used that as my deal and just painted. Very
Wow.
little took very little paint to do that. So
I wonder how it works for an airbrush.
that's actually what they recommend.
Oh, really? Oh, too cool.
Yes.
That black is as dark as my ex-wife's soul.
And it wasn't Cindy, was it?
One for Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here after drinks. Yep. Good deal. Awesome, man. That was good. That's pretty sweet. I've been working on a project for that guy. But I you can't see it. It's already like put in. But it's for the exhaust. I did the exhaust upgrade on the laser. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I do have video stuff for it. So hopefully maybe tomorrow or something I'll
Yeah.
start editing that.
You got a picture?
On my phone. I forgot to upload it. So oh well. But it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. And you probably have to wait maybe until Monday to see what I did. So, but it looks cool. Anyway,
Video coming Monday.
yeah, I guess so. I guess that means I have to edit it tomorrow. So, oh well, fun stuff. All right, let's see here. I don't know if anybody else is who have we seen some of our. No, he's not out. I haven't seen him in the chat. I was looking to see if Mr. Cody was in the chat because I feel really stupid. There was some drama this week on my part with Cody because I didn't know that he had JennyBits.com. Because since day one I've been saying Cadence Manufacturing and Design.com, and now he's got JennyBits.com. He didn't tell me. That's all right though. But this is pretty cool. Is he put out a TikTok video on that I saw on Facebook for the tool database on Carbide Create is now available with the JennyBits. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations from Mr. Cody. And that's pretty good. But even more so, you can go to jennybits.com and it takes you right to Cadence Manufacturing and Design.com and get your Jenny Bits. So they're awesome. So go get yourself some Jenny Bits. Have a good time with that. But all right, well, let's.
Here's mine.
Oh yeah, you got yours there.
Yeah, well, I was sitting there starting to spaz out because I didn't see it amongst my mess. But it's actually you know what? These things are wonderful for cutting like the 3/4 inch birch that I've been cutting. I mean, I've been doing all the triples and stuff, and I busted the first one. That was my fault, and the other one is still running great. I've got one left, but you know that saying is 2 is 1, 1 is none.
Yep.
Time for me to order.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was hoping actually to run my machine today, but I was having some computer problems and couldn't get the design and all that I wanted to get working on to work. So that didn't happen. Oh well. Maybe tomorrow. But good times.
Busy day for you.
Yeah. Yeah, editing and doing another project.
Hey, just get AI to do your editing.
I know, right?
It can do everything,
Yeah.
right?
Well, see, so AI, it's kind of funny because I was reading the background stuff on the CNC with me thing. Is that we have some? I'm in a little chat group with those guys, and they were talking about wanting to do a like a little blurb of people, like of those of us that are there doing stuff for CNC with me with Hamilton. And so I was like, all right, well, I suck at writing these things, so I'm gonna have AI do it. And I was like, and write it, a CNC guy, or I do CNC laser and 3D printing stuff. Write it in the tone of a superhero comic. And so it was pretty funny. It was pretty.
Now, did you have the other AI read it back to you?
No.
That's pretty
No,
good to do that.
I forgot you can do that to have it voice it. But it was funny because like it broke it all down into different different sections and stuff. It was pretty entertaining. What do you call it? Hold on a second. I might be able to read it a little bit of it to you here. Give me a second here. Oh, there it is. All right, I'll try to do it without laughing. In the heart of the bustling city, where circuits burn and creativity sparks, exists a man like no other. By day, he's an unassuming solar installer, blending into the crowd with his rolled up sleeves and safety goggles. But when the sun sets and the moon casts its glow upon the workshop, he transforms into Maker Marvel.
Oh,
It's pretty funny. And then it goes on. It gave an origin story, and then it went on and like gave my superpowers. The about CNC and 3D print, all that stuff is pretty.
oh, you got to throw that into a short.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining.
Did they give you a nemesis?
Oh yes.
Oh,
There is.
That's awesome.
What is it? I'm going to murder this word because I don't even know what it means. Entropy Enigma, ENTROPY, entropy.
Entropy.
Entropy. I don't know.
I don't know.
I went to community college. I mean, come on. And then there's the Inkjet Inferno. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So it's pretty entertaining. The stuff it was coming up with, I was laughing about it. But I could just a big fat guy with a mask on my head with a big M on the front. Yeah, right. Exactly, Matt. But I was like, I always hate writing these stupid things, and so I was like, I'll try this, and I was just going to submit it and be like, here you go. But then it was too funny to not clue everybody in. Oh, that should be on a business card. That's funny. Too funny. But anyway, all right. Well, let's get working on the stuff that we have to talk about here tonight. The first thing I wanted to talk about is we brought this up a while ago about the Versapod. From here we go here. Oh, let's break us out this way so we can all see still. We had talked about this a little while ago. The Versapod, it's a vacuum form table, and it's a Kickstarter. And the guy's name's Mike, and it looks pretty sweet. Pretty cool design the way that he's done it. And the Kickstarter is live, so I think it's got like 28 more days left on it or something like that. And so I hope he reaches his goal because it's a pretty cool product. There's a bunch of tiers. I even got some shots of the tiers that are on it. Here's tier 1 and 2. So you can get like a 15-inch size. So it's if you can't really tell, it's a vacuum table. But so I thought it was really neat. So we were, let me jump back here to this picture. So I was really wondering how well it was working originally, like from this picture here, because you can see all the open holes along the outside. I'm like, well, how is that going to provide enough, suction for where the pieces are? But then I realized from looking at this stuff is that you actually put little dots, like sticker dots, over all the unused ones, and to help provide the suction where it's needed. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that was actually really smart way to do it. No, but the top one, that was tested on a Genmitsu 4040 Pro, which is the same size that Mr. Gatton did a bunch of videos on the 4040 Pro and now the 4040 Revo. So that's like that size. And you can get all kinds of different add-ons and all kinds of crazy stuff. Here's the third and fourth tiers of the Kickstarter. And some of them, they're coming with the marker holders and all that. So what you can do is you can do the outline of the product itself or whatever you're cutting out, and then you know where to put the dots to cover up the extra holes and where you need to put your Versapods at and stuff like that. I thought that's pretty cool. And the board itself, the white part there, the vacuum table itself is like what's that, the dry erase marker board type stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so that it you write on it with this marker, and it'll show where your outlines are and all that good stuff, and it works out pretty cool looking. There's number 5, which is the big boy. So it's almost 4 feet long by 2 feet wide. So that's a pretty massive one. And pretty cool. The one thing I did see as well, which I'm really interested in talking to him about, is these Versapod bits. So because the pieces off of the bed of the CNC by 1/4 inch or whatever it is, you can chamfer the top and bottom at the same time.
Yep.
And I was like, wow,
Yeah, I
that
like
is
the
cool. Yeah. I was like, wow, that's a really cool idea. I don't know who's producing his bits for him for it, but or if those are just something that's already out there, but that by itself is pretty sweet. But it'd be pretty cool to check out. Evidently, he's not too far away from me, so I've sent him a message trying to, see if I can get more information on it or whatever, or maybe get him to come on the show or something. So hopefully we'll hear from him before the thing is over.
Actually, you could use paper.
Yeah, there really wouldn't be a reason why you couldn't. I saw.
It's behind your sign. I actually made a vacuum hold down. It's not really that difficult. And then you put a bunch of holes in it, and then you take your paper and put it over the top. Same principle. What I did is I popped the holes in where, say, I'm cutting a record, an LP, and wherever it's cut and it's taken out, I don't put a hole there. But then wherever else, I just drop a hole in and hold the LP down, and I cut it with the CNC.
Yeah. Yeah,
paper works great.
It's a pretty slim. These things are pretty slim from what it says too. I want to say it's only like
an inch and a half.
Yeah, inch and a half. I was going to say like inch and a quarter, inch and a half thick. So it's pretty thin, overall for doing that. So pretty cool. Hope it goes well with him and he gets to his goals. It'd be pretty cool to see that running around. But like I said, I tried to get him come on because I think it'd be interesting to talk to him about the development of it and all that good stuff. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get him to come on our little show. The next thing I wanted to bring up here was this Ariba box. This channel here had some. I didn't know what to think of this. I think it's cool, but I didn't quite understand why.
I'll be honest. The first thing it reminded me of is, what are the guys? The furniture makers, nationality. But what they do is you'll have one piece, and then you have a notch, and then you'll have another piece that slides through, and you drop a pin through the back.
Yeah,
and it pulls together.
Yeah,
that's what it reminded me of.
That's what I was thinking he was going to do in this, but he doesn't. Like it's just, I guess it's just glued into place or something right there.
Oh,
but I mean, it gives it kind of a cool effect. He made like a whole bedroom suite for this kid. Little table, chairs, a bed, all kinds of stuff using the circles and holes and stuff. But yeah. And then he painted the insides of the holes, which made it look kind of cool. But yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. I just didn't. I thought there was going to be something that was like what you were saying, Sean, something to lock it together, and there wasn't. I was like, that's interesting, but
I think
kinda
in the
cool.
video it says he put screws in it a couple places to make sure it locks in.
Yeah. So, but pretty neat. I dug it. I thought it was pretty fun.
It looked like the kid loved it. He was in heaven.
Yeah, kid was having a good old time with it. Where's that one? Huh, that one. All right, we'll just go right on down the road here. Bourbon Moth. Somebody must have taken over his channel because this dude does not have a beard. Whoever this guy is that's ordering wood from all over the place is not Bourbon Moth Woodworking. He has a beard. So I don't know who this guy is. But it was a pretty good video. I thought it was pretty interesting because the concept behind this video is that he has he has a local place that he orders wood from, but not everybody has that availability. And so what he went online, and the first 5 places that you could order wood from, he went there and tried to order the same amount of stuff, and then tested it. Had a bunch of categories of how long it took for it to get there, how straight it was, how good it was, all kinds of stuff like that, and then did a comparison on them. And then at the end, he told you who each one came from, and it was pretty interesting seeing what was coming in from all over the place, and I thought that was pretty fun. Of course, the local store won out because why wouldn't it? You go there, you pick out exactly what you want. Yeah, so I think he kind of should have omitted that one, but it. But of the ones that the 5 that he ordered online and had brought in, it was pretty cool. But pretty neat.
I wonder if he really said the bleep word, or if he just didn't want to give him credit when he was like, "Don't go to the box store."
Oh,
the orange store.
Yeah.
It's like, is he trying to be funny, or did he just really say? I'm trying not to say it now. I was getting so wrapped up in. Do you give them credit? Do you help spread their name?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Everybody goes to Home Depot and Lowe's, so
Yeah.
Whatever. If anything, sometimes I call it the orange box just to say orange box, but it's not because I'm not trying to say where it's at or whatever. So who knows?
Oh, our orange box down here is actually all of them are. It's kind of like, some people, UPS is great in their area, but FedEx is better in another area.
I don't know what area that is, but
apparently they're good in South Carolina and certain parts of California. Hey, during my day job, I've had to ship stuff and swear the UPS over in those two, getting UPS out to those two just is horrible, but FedEx never have a problem.
There you go.
So
there you go. Cool. All right, let's see here. Hometown Acres. I kind of like pulling up a bunch of these videos of stuff that I don't watch like normally, like channels and stuff, and watching something new from somebody and seeing what they're up to. So this guy, I think he does more homesteading type stuff. I don't know. This is the only video I've watched from him. But he got himself a diode laser, and evidently it's doing pretty good for him. So he started making some cherry signs for people, like live edge cherry signs. And he did some business cards for somebody. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was like all fresh cut, all stuff that he cut down and processed himself and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. But it's like, man, all you need is a diode these days. You don't even need anything big and crazy. You just go to town. And seemed to be doing pretty good. It gave it a really nice char on those pieces. So
Yeah.
yeah, it turned out good. Turned out very good. Shop Nation. I like this channel. This is a fun channel to watch. This guy's really smart. He used to work for somebody. I forget who he used to work for, but he did like 3D printing R&D in his house for them or something like that. And so now he's just on his own doing YouTube and stuff. But he makes a lot of really cool parts. He developed some dust boots for different table saws, or not table saws,
Miter saws.
miter saws. Yes, thank you. And so that's like, I guess, his primary business at this point is making these. He has like a big print farm that he makes them and has them going constantly. And he started out with a whole bunch of Prusas and all that, and now he came out with this video. And I don't know if Bruce is going to be sending him any other printers after that one. But he really talks about, the challenges that it seems like Prusa has had since the bamboos have come out, and
he's not negative on them.
No,
He
loves them. He
Yeah.
wants them to survive and go. But I don't know if it'll. I don't know how that video is going to be received by them, especially when they send him out a $4,000 printer to check out. Because I guess the end of the video is my favorite part. He goes, well, this is supposed to be I guess I'm supposed to do a review on this thing. Oops. And that was just kind of it. Like he knew that bridge was getting burnt. And the Prusa XL is such a cool printer, but I don't know if it's a real niche piece of equipment, I think.
They have that price tag too.
I mean, for hobby stuff, that's a hard one to justify. Sure, it does save a lot of printing, a lot of filament and print time for multicolored stuff. But from everybody that I've seen some other videos of people that are canceling their orders and stuff like that because they have one, but they had ordered 2 or 3 or whatever because that's what they were going to change to. And after like the first one they get, they're just like, nope, I don't want to buy another one of these.
What I'm curious, what's the sticker on it?
Oh, it's that one with the 5 heads on it. It's like $3,500.
Yeah, and then
before shipping.
There's three bamboos.
Yeah, but there it does have a lot of upsides to the bamboo. In theoretically, I guess, really, because it doesn't seem like the print quality's there, and in a lot of these cases, but like you do a multicolored. Well, he does a benchy in the video, a multicolored benchy. I think it was like 4 or 5 colors, whatever it was. On this guy on the XL, I don't know, it took like 18 hours or something like that, whatever it was. But on a bamboo, it would be like 70 hours.
Oh,
because of constantly flushing and the amount of filament waste and stuff like that was hugely different. But
that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the IDEX printers myself, the ones that have like 2 heads on it. But I think when you go up to 5, I think that just maybe it's too complicated. Well, I mean, it's not too complicated because obviously they've made the thing, but I think maybe it's pricing itself out of a point.
Too many moving parts.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Hopefully they've got to be working on something to compete. But they're really slow about bringing out a new product, which is good and bad. But it seems like this XL was pushed out too fast, and people were waiting years for it already. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how Prusa goes.
And I mean, do they just copy what Bamboo did?
Like everybody else.
Like, I mean, everyone else did. I mean, do you just copy and try to offer good customer support or an open ecosystem? You know, how do you that? I think, you know, that's what he really did a good job was how did they set themselves apart or push that envelope?
Yeah.
So
you know, what can you differentiate yourself with? And we talked about that video from Prusa a couple weeks ago, though, like showing their shop and all that stuff for their, man, they got a lot going on there. It's awesome. They have so much stuff in house. So it's pretty cool, but I hope they continue. I mean, I'm sure they will, but I hope they're able to weather the storm of these couple of years and keep on going. So whatever. It's good times. Good times. I got my picture taken with Joseph, and that was pretty cool. He's a nice guy. So here's Slow and Expensive. I like this guy's channel name. I watched a couple of these this week, and a pretty cool setup he has for his dust collection. He doesn't have one big central dust collection. He does it all by shop vac, by rigid shop vacs. And it's pretty cool. He shows you how he even gives you like the dimensions of these holders that he's made and stuff like that. And pretty cool. Yeah, I guess there's a story behind why he only uses these instead of getting a big one. But yeah, pretty interesting. And then a couple days ago, he came out with another video on his dust collection cart that he's made and all that. So he doesn't actually use a bucket anymore for collecting the dust. It goes into a cyclone down at the bottom. That's what you don't see in the lower thumbnail, is that there's there's cyclone collectors down underneath there. So, but it's pretty cool. But entertaining. Guy did a good job.
Yeah, he makes mostly cabinets.
Yeah.
The stuff he made, and he makes some nice stuff.
Yeah, he does a good job on the videos too. I was pretty impressed with the production value on his videos and stuff. It turned out pretty cool. So, but I like that he had he does like a panoramic shot of his shop, and it's like 8 shop vacs hanging up on the wall. He's like, I've got more in boxes. He's got a problem with shop vacs, rigid shop vacs.
But it works.
Yeah, it works evidently very well too. And the other thing he did too in this upper one, the dust collection cart. I think it was in that one. Pretty sure it was. He shows you the difference of using a cyclone and not using a cyclone by vacuuming up 10 gallons worth of dust and seeing what happens. Like if you don't have one, here's how much it cakes up the filter and all that stuff. And then he does it with the cyclone on there, and it was like 80 or 90 or 800 gallons of dust went through it to even get it remotely close to what the 10 gallons without the cyclone on it. And
believe it or not, I have a rigid vacuum hooked up to a cyclone.
Yeah,
but my cyclone's sitting over one of those 15-gallon blue plastic containers, where you put whatever stuff in it. But it has the quick release clamp, and then I love it. I love that setup. It works great.
Yeah, I've
Oh, yeah.
I've never run a Cyclone, but I really should. Pretty cool.
It saves the vacuum.
Oh yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it work a lot less hard. I started looking at the 3D printed Cyclones that were out there. So
You can do it now.
maybe I'll print
Yeah.
one out.
He says all he uses is the cheap Chinese Cyclones.
Yeah,
And,
I think mine's a dust deputy.
yeah, and I even saw the other day I saw an ad even for Oneida. They're selling them at Lowe's now.
Oh, cool.
what?
Yeah. So
Okay,
I thought that was-
the coolest one that I've seen is some dude took, you know, the street cones, you know, the
Mhm.
little triangular cone looking things. Took one of those and spun it upside down, put a hole in it, put the pipe in it so it'd spin it. And he made a top for the vacuum part, and it worked great.
Yeah, but all you got to do is get the air spinning, and
yeah. I've got a bunch of those for my work stuff, but I did see one down the street the other day, like in a gutter. I might need to make a stop.
Good new video.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's me stealing this off the side of the road.
To me,
Here we go. Anyway. But yeah, fun, entertaining videos. Definitely check them out. Two Moose has been making the basketballs. We talked about those last week. And all the people that were start making them and breaking them. And they were doing their own testing on stuff that, they watched everybody else's videos and saw what filaments not to try. And so they were trying a bunch of other ones. And they found one that was pretty decent, but it wasn't, it was having a hard time printing it. It got to like 98% and then failed the print and stuff like that. So maybe they're going to, I guess, try some more. But I think if Wilson actually thought anybody could actually print one of these things and make it work, that they probably wouldn't be telling everybody, yeah, do what you want. Pretty funny. So and then we got Winston May. He is making himself a what do you call that thing?
Franco.
Francopo. Frankencopo. Yeah. So pretty neat. He lightening up. He decided he's starting with the gantry and he's lightening it up by putting the octagon holes into it, and it looks pretty
not
sweet.
all the way through.
Yeah, not quite all the
It is
way
cool.
through, just enough to lighten it up a bit. And I think I don't know. I think
That
it's
was
probably
a great part of the video where he starts talking about the hexagon.
They fades out. Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's going to be I made sure I subscribed to him so that I could see what he does next with it, because it sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool, fun build to do. So
He's come a long ways in a short period of time.
yeah,
he has.
I've watched him for quite a while now.
nice.
I like it.
And again, utilizing, to get that longer length, going a diagonal,
Yeah,
and everything he had to do to just plan that out. Can you imagine messing up on that piece?
oh yeah, that'd be horrible.
Oh,
It'd be absolutely horrible. I was kind of concerned for a minute because he only put the blocks at the front and the back of the piece, and there was nothing supporting it in the middle. And I was like, I probably would want something underneath there just to help support it a little more. But it's stiff enough, I'm sure, the way it was. It's not going to be deflecting from the bit hitting it. But,
yeah, and the two and they're pretty big.
yeah,
The two pieces he did use,
Yeah.
where I would have used something a lot smaller and everything would have gone crashing and flying off everywhere. But like, yeah, I could get away with something smaller.
Send it.
Send it.
We're going. Pretty cool. But yeah, it'll be interesting to watch the next videos he puts out on that thing, making the other parts and stuff. I've only tried to cut aluminum one time, and I mean it was working, but I don't know. I wasn't too ecstatic about trying it again.
So I'm sitting here looking at the hexagons, and it just dawned on me: what if Dave did his bird feeder in aluminum, a thin sheet of aluminum, and cut it on the CNC rod?
Oh my god! Could you
Those
imagine
squirrels
how
would
much
be
it
able
would
to
cost?
on that.
I told him he needed to get the he needs a he could do it out of sheet metal. The sheet metal would be the way to go to keep the squirrels away from chewing on it. But I don't really think you need thick aluminum or anything. But
1/8 inch thick.
yeah,
Well, you can train that. If you put it made out of metal, train it real quick. Run an electric
I know where you're going.
button. Make sure the camera's on there. Oh, you like that squirrel?
Here you go, tree rat.
You know what? Have you seen? I mean, not to change the subject, but there's a bird feeder out there that at the moment that the squirrel climbs on it, it starts spinning.
Yeah, I bought one of those for my
dude.
son, but he hasn't put it out yet.
Oh, that'd be fun to watch. Him flying off the big launch.
You know that squirrel's just going, "What the f is going on? Help!"
The other one you guys should check out is Mark Rober and his backyard squirrel maze.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are pretty wild.
Those
Yeah,
squirrels, they learn quick, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're smart little boogers. So
And good tasting too. Good stew.
get on it. The last one that we had to talk about tonight is this guy Sam Barker. Sam made a boat out of 3D printing.
That's cool.
Yeah. Big old hydrofoil. I guess it's the first part of he's making it electric, and he wants to run it. He wants to get it to go 30 miles an hour. Pretty awesome.
Now, I missed this video. Is he making it so he can ride in it, or is?
Oh yeah.
There's okay.
He's testing it by the end of the video. Yeah, not going very fast yet, but he does test it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he tests his swimming skills as well.
I was gonna say that's a lot of parts.
I definitely have to watch that
to
one.
make that thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
42, I think that's what he split it up into. Or
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Wow.
Quite a bit.
Did he resin coat it at all or anything, or just glue it together and there it is?
Yeah, he filled it with foam, and that was it,
Okay.
and glued it together. So
His
that's why you
teeth
can
didn't
see.
quite fit.
Yeah, I wonder why. you have no support inside these things. Come on, like put 1% infill or something in there. Come on now. But it'll be interesting to see, if he can get this thing to go fast at some point.
Yeah.
But this reminded me of something. So the now for something different thing is related to this video, because he was showing in the video, he said something about how in the 50s you would have people would do these hydroplane races on like personal sized ones like that. So the and so this video shows up. So and I was watching this. So there's a slight story behind this that has me absolutely fascinated with this, because when in a previous life with a woman that has a soul of blackness, Yeah, there it is. Going up to her parents' house, we would make this one turn. It was up in Pennsylvania, and this house that was on the corner, down on the ground, they had one that looked just like this brown one, and they had like 2 or 3, I think, actually, and they were just kind of just sat against the building. And for years, I was like, man, I really want to stop and I want to buy one of those. I want to put a Volkswagen motor on the back of it. It'd be awesome. And then one day we saw the door open and we stopped, but the place had been sold and everything was gone. Boats were gone, everything. I was crushed, but I've always thought about that stupid boat. And now it's like,
rent one.
There's one right there. It's like, holy crap. But this is a pretty cool video because it's, these guys from 55 running around in these little boats on the water, and man, they are moving. they are going for it. But it's like a club that these guys were doing, and they're just racing all around the lake or wherever it was that they were at, and having a good old time. And
That's so cool.
it looks like it was a blast.
Looks like it's got an old Merc on the back of the Whoops one.
Yeah, it says something like in there about how there's no limit on engine size and all that. I guess it was just however big your balls were to get in the boat and go. And but they would, like, I guess, time handicap you based on the size of the motor or something like that. But probably because some dude was just like, nobody's going to beat me. I'm just going to put this thing in here. Look, I'm wheelbarrowing my own out there. Check this out. So, but yeah, it was so cool. I was really, when I saw these videos, I was like, oh, not that my big giant ass needs to get on a little boat and run around in the Potomac River, but it would be so much fun. It just brought back all those memories of thinking about that. Yeah, I got way too many projects to be building a boat, so I did want to take it down to South Carolina and take it down through the marsh. That'd be scary.
Well, you've seen those races where they race them through canals.
Oh yeah.
They get cooking on those things.
Oh, John says Popular Mechanics had plans to build one. Oh, that'd be crazy. I'd be all in. It'd be scary. Yeah, but I guess some people are still building those things to take to like the antique boat races and stuff like that, and it'd be pretty neat. Oh yeah. Obviously, I don't have the mental capacity to stay on that path. We will not be building a boat. It would be fun.
Ryan still has a scoreboard to take care of.
Yeah, I got way too many projects. Way too many. So, I mean, I don't know. We don't even need to start talking about all the golf carts that are down at my shop right now.
I was going to say the mini car.
And the mini car. And the 67 Mustang.
Oh, yeah.
And the 60s.
Did you get that over to your place yet?
No, it's still over at the in-laws. No. It's only a mile away.
You got to build a bigger barn.
I know. Well, she wouldn't let me. I built it as big as she'd let me. I built it bigger than what she would let me. I told her it was smaller than what it is.
Now she'll know.
She doesn't watch any of this. No.
Have you considered a basement?
I am
barn.
in it.
No,
to the barn.
Just come out with the shovel and be like,
yeah, just throw a couple out there.
What's that big
Get
pound of dirt?
Get the groundhogs to help me out.
Nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's a what are they called? A vegetable cellar. Yeah.
No. You're a maker superhero.
Yeah.
You gotta have your secret,
my lair.
Yeah.
It's a tornado shelter.
Yeah, right.
You know what you could do is you buy one of those shipping
Yeah.
containers and dig a hole in the
You're
middle.
like, no more. Oh, too funny. Too funny. I'm just checking out some of these other, see if there's anything that popping out that we needed to.
Could you build a lean-to on it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
There you
could.
go.
But I need to get it cleaned up first before I can do any of that stuff. So, but cool. Well, that was fun. So that's those are our videos for this week, and if you want to watch any of them, they are in the description of the video. So check them out. Make sure you leave us a like. Doesn't cost you anything. Just click the like button. I mean, it'd be nice. Be very nice. And then go watch some old British dudes racing little boats around. It's awesome. It was so cool to watch.
We know what you're going to be doing.
Not building a boat.
Living vicariously, vicariously through somebody else's eyes.
Yeah. Oh, so let's talk about next week real quick. Next weekend is Easter. I'm not thinking there's going to be a show next week. I think we're going to take Easter weekend off. I'll be down at. I'm going to be on location, and I think my wife has scheduled a couples night out already. So, so I don't think that there's going to be a show this weekend, but we'll take one weekend off. We'll be all right. We'll be back with more crap to talk about.
Gives us an extra week to collect stuff.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Mr. Young Paul, do you have anything else you want to tell us about or plug or anything besides dhammermaker.com?
Which Sean, wait, I always get it wrong. Great hat, by the way. No, just if you want, you can check out my Instagram. I'll be posting a lot of the other laser projects I'm working on and the PS5 shelf I'm working on. So if you want to keep up with that, you can check out there.
Sweet. Good deal. How about you, Mr. Corliss? Anything from you? I skipped you, Sean.
I got nothing other than if you get it, I'll give a plug for my friend Al Forte. He's going to have a show tomorrow on Twitch at 3:00 Eastern Daylight. And he does laser work, and he's building a model boat, and he lasers the parts out.
Oh,
it's or he may not do that. He may do something else. You never know, but it's usually interesting. And like I say, he's on Twitch at 3:00 Eastern.
Good deal.
Send me a link.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep, I will.
Mr. Sean, anything else from you, sir? I like the mix.
Go to his place, D Hammer, pick you up one of these cool hats. Excuse me. And then keep an eye out, and I'll have this big boy back here up on my website, hopefully within a few days.
Cool. Awesome. Last things from me is Mr. Gatton has started doing the coffee sessions again. So he says they're going to be, he started doing it this week, and he says that they're going to be sporadic. So far, every day since he said he was going to do it again, he's been doing them every day during the week. So I was giving him a hard time about that. Mr. Gatton has jumped back in with both feet, and he's doing some stuff, laser stuff and all that during the middle of the day, usually around 2:00. So if you don't have much going on, tune him in and have a good one. So, all right, people.
Bits.
Oh, yes, Mr.
Ginny Bits.
Get yourself some Ginny Bits. Go to ginnybit.com. Woo, woo, woo.
And don't be fooled by imitations.
Don't be fooled by imitations.
Literally.
There's an original, and then there's not original. So
Over.
get on there. And last but not least, this week I am doing the CNC with me podcast on Thursday. So feel free to, if you're a member of CNC with me, to tune in, and we'll have a half-hour chat on Thursday night. So good enough for me. All right, party people. Well, everybody have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy Easter if we don't talk to you beforehand. See ya.